No.
All right, thinking about bass players finally. So we're gonna need a fourth member. You know, we know you're a great bass player. It's the vibe. You know, we need to make sure.
Jason kind of triggered this whole thing a couple of years ago, and I can't believe it's been 2 years, you know. And then we've gone through some.
We realized that we kind of wanted somebody who was like our age, somebody who went around the block a couple times.
Right. We've grown a lot, man. There's 3 guys in this band.
And last time, when we did this 14, 15 years ago, 16 years ago, I guess it was, so we literally sat down and started auditioning bass players, you know, the day after the funeral for Cliff. So now it's 16 years later, different circumstances.
When Jason left, he took his basses with him. You want a 4 or 5?
What 5 strings do you have?
This one's 5-string, though.
Keep searching, keep on searching. This search goes on, this search goes on.
The band, these guys collectively probably own like 500 to 600 guitars, so they're not all here.
Wow.
On and on. Tick, tock, Fran. Tick, 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 tock, Fran. Tick, 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 tock, Fran. Tick, 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 tock.
You went into another voice there, dude.
Which one of me are you talking to?
I think that we should just spend the next 2.5 hours with this guy. Don't you?
I had a vision of us jamming with him the last hour.
I guess I just feel that's just kind of like weird to keep like just doing our own thing. It just feels not welcoming.
This morning I heard him say he was pretty comfortable.
We can say, you know, it's not about what he says. It's about what I feel.
All right.
Are we cool, James?
Yeah. I guess the only other thing I'd like to say is, you know, when we leave this up to just how we're feeling, a lot of it depends on how you're feeling. You know, when you say those things.
Not that I want to break up what you guys are discussing if you want to go deeper, you know. But I think what might be really good is to treat this with respect, go out and do this.
Alan, this stuff?
I could, try battery.
Battery? You can play that fast with your fingers?
Yeah!
It's a fucking pretty mighty bass sound you got going there. Yeah, it's like
I don't know. It's the Mesa and the high watt.
Is there anything else you know as well as that? Cliff, it was just like, you saw Cliff, and me and James went, he's in our band, there's no question. He hit it out of the park. And that's where it sort of gets interesting. Because if Cliff Burton showed up today, maybe he wouldn't be the guy either.
I mean, the 3 guys that I like all have unique features that I would love to Frankenstein, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Some kind of mark.
That would be great.
I don't think you should settle. I think you should get the right guy. If you don't hit out of the park with one of these guys, then you're going to end up 4 years down the road in the same situation you did with Jason.
A 4 count, then ba-da-ba-ba, and into the solo right.
Just follow.
The first guy of any of them that didn't look like he was struggling with it.
That's what I told Bob.
But do you know what I mean about like it? You know, some of the other guys it was sort of 10% over their capabilities or something like that. And you don't feel that with this guy at all. It's like the last 3 songs, like Sanitarium, Nothing Else Matters, and what was those?
Sad.
They were flawless.
And looked over at him during Whiplash, and he was just right in the pocket and in there. And then afterwards, when he played it alone with his finger, it hadn't been played that way since Cliff. It's just like, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, his fingers are pick, you know?
Yeah. It's 3 picks.
The sack ball now?
Well, the second time he came back, I mean, that was for me when I noticed that you make us play better, man. You make the band sound so much better, so solid.
How do you feel about that, man?
Oh, I feel awesome, man.
You're the chosen one
right now.
You looked coolest.
Yeah.
We want you to be a real member of this band, not just a hired hand.
Right, absolutely.
And we'd like to offer you, basically, to show you how serious we are about this, offer you $1 million to join our band right now. And as a kind of a good faith thing about how serious we are.
It's an advance. It's an advance on some percentage you're going to be making with the band. Here's money up front to get you kicked in and inspired, and this is a reality. This is my future. This is what life can hold for me with my new family.
I can't really talk right now.
Invisible kid, never see what he